What's going on, guys? Kalipis Tech here, coming back at you with another video. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons to buy the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G in 2021. Before we go any further, I do want to remind you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot. That being said, let's get into the video. So the first reason to buy the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G in 2021 is the display. This phone has a 6.8-inch IPS LCD display with the resolution of 1080p, a PPI of 386, an aspect ratio of 20:9, and a screen-to-body ratio of 85%. Right now, I have the brightness at 100% and it looks really good. Not only is the display itself really large, so regardless of the quality, it's already gonna have an advantage there, but it also has a 1080p resolution, so if you're viewing photos or something like that, everything is gonna look that much more crisp. In general, the phone has really small bezels and it has a hole punch design for the front-facing camera instead of an invasive water drop notch, so the display not only has a real good quality, but it looks really clean as well. And even though this display is pretty large, the phone itself has a thin design, so it's not going to be too bulky when you're holding it or if you're carrying it in your pocket. Overall, this display just has so many advantages if you're doing some sort of content consumption like reading, watching a video, or even viewing photos or playing a game. Pretty much anything, you're gonna have the advantage of a large screen without the drawbacks of a big bulky phone. My second reason to buy this phone in 2021 is the storage. This phone has 256 gigabytes of internal storage with microSD card expansion, so you're really getting a lot. And you can put pretty much anything you want on it without needing to worry. If you're a power user who has lots of apps and lots of photos and videos and lots of pretty much everything, this is going to be a huge advantage for you because not only do you get 256 gigabytes, give or take a few gigabytes for the system and the basic necessities, but you also get microSD card expansion for your photos and videos and that sort of thing. So you can have so many different apps, so much data, so much of everything on this phone without having to worry about running out. I think that's a real good deal, especially for the mid-range. Usually you don't see phones in this price range with this much storage. Usually it's gonna be something around 128 or even 64 in some cases. 256 gigabytes is the type of storage you usually see in the high-end flagship phones like the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra or the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Something like that usually is where you're gonna find that type of storage, not in a mid-range phone in this price level, so this is a real good deal. Now keep in mind, this is the variant of the phone you get directly through Motorola. If you get it through a carrier, depending on which carrier you get it through, the storage might be different. I know that sometimes carriers do cut the storage and RAM a little bit, so it might not be the same, but for the sake of this video, this is the variant of the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G that you can get unlocked directly through Motorola. The third reason to buy the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G in 2021 is the camera. This phone has the hole punch design for the front-facing camera, as I mentioned before, and this camera is 16 megapixels. Not bad at all for a front-facing camera, and it really goes well with the rest of the phone's design. On the back here, we got a quad camera setup with a 48 megapixel rear camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel depth sensing camera. So this phone pretty much has everything that you could possibly need from a mid-range phone as far as the camera setup goes. So whether you're a more casual user of the camera, if you only use simple features like portrait mode, or just like to take nice photos every now and then, or if you're a more frequent user, if you like to take really high quality photos for something like social media, or if you like the features like the ultra wide camera and the macro camera and that sort of thing, no matter how you use your camera on your phone, the camera setup of the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G is most likely gonna fit your needs either way. The fourth reason to buy the Moto G Stylus 5G in 2021 is the battery. This phone has a 5000 milliamp hour battery that supports 10 watt fast charging. So that's not only a ton of battery life throughout the day and down the road as far as longevity is concerned, but you also get fast charging. So even if you do manage to run out of battery in the middle of the day, you'll be able to charge the phone a lot more in a much shorter amount of time. So you'll be able to get up to full power and get going faster. So if you have a more mobile lifestyle where you don't have a lot of time to charge your phone throughout the day, this is going to be extremely useful. My fifth and final reason to buy the Moto G Stylus 5G in 2021 is the overall design. Honestly, this phone just looks really nice. It has a large display with thin bezels and a hole punch front-facing camera, making it look really modern and super advanced. It starts out with the gesture navigation, which really adds to this look, and the overall design of the phone itself is really thin and really nice looking. The back is made of a glossy material that makes the phone look higher end, but at the same time, it doesn't pick up fingerprints nearly as badly as a lot of previous Motorola phones. I like the design of the fingerprint scanner. I would have preferred an in-display fingerprint scanner or one on the power key, but this one still does look really good. I like how the camera setup looks, and overall, there are no unnecessary buttons like an assistant button or anything like that. So if you're looking for a phone that not only has lots of nice features and good specs, but looks really nice as well, this is gonna be a good option. But those were my 5 reasons to buy the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G in 2021. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you found this information useful as well. If you wanna learn more about the phone, don't forget to check out my full review of the device on the channel. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.